Rishod Sobirov is one of the most technical judoka in history. His arsenal of judo techniques was simply huge. The Uzbek judoka did not care who was fighting against him. He confidently defeated Japanese and other strong judokas in his weight category regardless of the country. Sobirov is the best judoka in the history of Uzbekistan. Such a legend and icon of judo definitely deserves special attention. Enjoy watching, and here we go. The first major international tournament for Sobirov was the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing. On the way to the final, Sobirov lost to a representative of Korea and went to fight for the Olympic bronze medal against a judoka from France. In the end, Rishod Sobirov won with a minimal advantage and became the bronze medalist of the Olympic Games in Beijing in the category up to 60 kilograms. The first big tournament for the Uzbek judoka and already an Olympic medal. Agree that this is quite a promising start to his career. In 2009, a Grand Prix tournament was held in Hamburg, Germany. Then in the category up to 60 kilograms, Sobirov was the favorite. On his way to the finals, Sobirov faced Japan's Hiroaki Hiroka, who would become a cult favorite. Sobirov demonstrates a back throw from the knee and confidently defeats the Japanese judoka. The Uzbek makes the final and wins the first gold medal in his career from the prestigious World Series tournaments. In 2010, in the Korean city of Suwon, there was a prestigious tournament of the Masters Series, which was attended by 168 of the strongest judokas from 33 countries of the world. Then in the final, the hero of our video, Sobirov, fought against Hiroaki Hiroka from Japan. The Japanese was also one of the most technical and spectacular judokas of his time. Hiroka held a throw through the back and opened the account of this fight, but Sobirov still managed to turn the tide of the bout and defeated the Japanese again. The Uzbek judoka won the gold medal of the prestigious Masters tournament. In 2010, in the Chinese city of Guangzhou, the Asian Championship was held. And what we see again, the final was shared by Sobirov and Hiroka. Maybe this video should have been called Sobirov versus Hiroka, but no, let us keep watching. Not a bad mutual approach to the throws, but Rishod Sobirov does a backhand throw from his knees, for which he gets an Ippon rating. Before our eyes, Sobirov became the Asian Judo champion. The gold of the Continental Championship is the most important medal in the career of every judoka. World Championship 2010 in Tokyo. It was a great World Championship then, great competition and atmosphere of traditionally Japanese judo. Rishod Sobirov confidently wins in his tournament, defeating Italian Verdi in the quarter-finals. On your screens you can see what throws and techniques were demonstrated by the hero of today's video. And on the other side of the tournament grid, Japanese Hiroka loses to Arsen Gelstian in the quarter-finals, and we will not see Sobirov versus Hiroka. Nevertheless, Sobirov defeats Beslan Mudranov in the semi-finals and enters the fight for the gold medal of the World Championship. In the final he will face Georgi Zontaraya, who came out in powerful style. Rishod Sobirov goes in for an Osoto throw, then twists the Ukrainian judoka and becomes world champion for the first time in his career. A great moment for the Uzbek judoka, and he bathes in the rays of glory. World Championships in Paris in 2011. A title defense for Rishod Sobirov. As I said in previous videos, what could be better than the World Championships in the heart of judo, Tokyo, only in Paris? Great atmosphere in the European judo capital. Sobirov confidently enters the quarterfinals of the tournament against Azerbaijan's Ilgar Mashkiv. Then Sobirov demonstrated one of the most beautiful Ippon in his career. An excellent explosive counter-attack on Ippon, and the Uzbek judoka advanced to the semi-finals of the World Championship. In the semi-finals, Rishod Sobirov met Korean Kim Won-jin, who is still fighting on the world stage, as you may know. The Korean opens the score of this encounter, but Sobirov counterattacks his opponent just 1 second before the end of the match and literally snatches the victory in the last seconds and goes to the final. Literally 1 second to go. Rishod Sobirov is in the final, and he has to defend his title against Hiroaki Hiroka of Japan. Rishod Sobirov demonstrates a stepping throw with 12 seconds to go, and the Uzbek becomes a two-time judo world champion. A great result, again victory over the Japanese, and again victory in the last seconds. London 2012 Olympic Games. Sobirov defeats Felipe Kitadai from Brazil and wins his tournament grid. But in the semifinals, our judoka loses to Arsène Gelstian, who will eventually become the Olympic champion. In the bout for bronze against the Frenchman Sofiane Millis, Rishod Sobirov hangs his opponent 3 Shido and wins the second bronze medal from the Olympic Games in his career. As far as I am concerned, this is a pretty good result for the Uzbek judoka at the second Olympic Games in London. 2014 Home Grand Prix tournament in Tashkent, and the heroes of the local audience, Rishod Sobirov. Then our hero moved already to the category up to 66 kilograms, which is in principle logical after a long journey and many titles in the previous weight category. Sobirov won his tournament net, defeating in the quarterfinals Belarusian Dmitry Shershnya with a throw through the back from the knees on Ippon. In the semifinals, the Uzbek defeated Russia's Stanis Lavrentiev to the delight of the crowd and reached the final. In the bout for gold, he had to fight Elton Sukdovdan of Mongolia. A minute before the end, Rishod Sobirov demonstrates an excellent catch and earns a waza-ari score. Excellent execution technique, and Sobirov was able to stay on his feet until the end and control his opponent's fall. Then, with half a minute to go, another throw for a waza-ari score, and Sobirov got the gold medal at his home Grand Prix tournament in Tashkent. Heroes of the local public in first place. Another Grand Prix tournament for our judoka in the weight category up to 66 kilograms. The tournament was held in the Turkish city of Samsun in 2015. Classic judo from Rishod Sobirov, excellent throws and confident fight. In the final, our hero fought against Timurkulik Davidorj from Mongolia. Rishod Sobirov opens the score of the match with a Uchimata throw. And just a few seconds before the end, the representative of Uzbekistan holds one more throw and puts a fat point in this fight. As you can see, Rishod Sobirov likes to finish a few seconds before the end. A judoka who works until the final whistle. Rishod Sobirov won gold in one more tournament. And here it is, the World Championships in Astana 2015. Before that, at the World Championships in 2014, Rishod Sobirov took 7th place. In the first round, Sobirov defeated judoka from Venezuela with a throw from the knees. In the second round, Rishod Sobirov fought against Armenian judoka Arsène Ghazarian. A minute before the end of the bout, the representative of Uzbekistan holds a throw from the rec called Ippon Ch. The throw was very close to Ippon, but the referee showed waza-ari. In the third round, Sobirov faced the world champion Masashi Abinuma. It seemed that Abinuma was the favorite. He was in very good physical shape and the current world champion. But we all remember the titles of this video. Masashi Abinuma stabs in to throw Uchimata, but Rishod Sobirov delivers a clean counter punch and earns the Ippon. Abinuma is shocked and Sobirov is confident going forward. After such a victory, it is definitely necessary to take a medal. But in the quarterfinals, Rishod Sobirov lost to a young judoka from Korea and Bao, who will eventually become the world champion. In the consolation match, Sobirov fights against Verdi from Italy, whom he defeats. In the end, our hero goes to the bronze medal bout against Judoka from Kazakhstan. The bout was very hard for the Uzbek, because the home walls were chasing ahead of the representative of Kazakhstan. In the end, Sobirov holds a combination of O-Sodo and Ko-Sodo and earns a score. Top flight from our judoka. In the end, it is enough for him to become also the bronze prize winner of the World Championship in a new weight for himself and to be selected for the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. And here it is, the last tournament in the career of our hero, the Olympic Games in 2016. How many generational shifts have passed, and Sobirov is again a favorite for a medal. New names, new faces, but Sobirov is the same. Third Olympic Games for the hero of today's video. Rishod Sobirov makes it to the quarterfinals, where he again loses to the Korean Bao, who confidently went all the way to the final. Well, the gold medal is out of reach, but it is possible to take the third Olympic bronze medal of his career. In the consolation match, Rishod Sobirov defeats the representative of the Dominican Republic and goes to the bronze medal bout against Adrian Gombach. Sobirov earns a waza-ari score and then holds an instant choke, and a third bronze medal of the third Olympic Games for Rishod Sobirov. An absolute legend, one of the most technical judokas on the planet of all time, a man who inscribed his name in the history of Uzbek and world judo with golden letters. Thank you all for your attention and see you soon. And you write in the comments whether you liked this video.